We're talking the latest Detroit Lions news for you folks today. We're going to get into the latest Lions injuries. Very important. Got some good news. Need to talk about that because we have a big game on Thursday. NFL Power Rankings after the Lions defeated the Atlanta Falcons. What are the media thinking? We're going to show you all of the Power Rankings there. Isaiah Buggs speaks. We need to listen. And Lions schedule so far. But before we get into today's video, trying to get to 41,100 subscribers. We're 54 away currently. If 54 of you are watching, not subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Trying to climb the Chat Sports ladder. Let's go ahead and get into the latest Lions injury news here. No practice was Halapoulivaati Vaitai yesterday. I don't think he's playing. Frank Ragnow is the scheduled day off for his toe. Nothing to worry about. Matt Nelson thrown on IR. Today, limited, you had David Montgomery. He looks to be probable playing on Thursday. Dan Campbell just spoke. Jason Kabinda. Don't really know. Taylor Decker looks to be playing in Thursday's game. Dan Campbell just spoke on that. Jonah Jackson should be good to go. Emmanuel Moseley could play on Thursday. I'm giving it a 40% chance. If he does not play Thursday, fully expect him to play versus the Carolina Panthers the following week. Kirby Joseph, right now, I would say 45% chance of playing. Getting close, but don't really exactly know for sure for the Lions on that one. Getting close, but we shall see right now. Folks, again, let's go ahead and get to 41,100 subscribers. While this ad potentially takes place, if you ain't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do it right now. Let's continue on here and talk about the power rankings and what the media is looking like when it comes to our beloved Detroit Lions here. Start Sports Illustrated. Previously, last week, they had the Detroit Lions, the 10th best team in the NFL. We moved up 2 spots for 8th in the NFL. Sporting News, 8 to 6, nearly a top 5 team. They moved us up 2. Pro Football Network having a lot of issues over there. Moved up quite a bit from 14 to 9. ESPN staying strong with 8th and 8th. CBS Sports looking ludicrous. Man, they're just doing week to week here. 18th to 10. Come on, folks. You got to get a little bit better than 18th last. I said that was ridiculous last week, putting 18. They threw us all the way to 10th there. Yahoo Sports close from 8th to 7th in the NFL. USA Today from 9 to 6, so a couple moved up. And The Athletic 13th to 7 in the National Football League. So when you look at it, the media is very similar. Definitely a top 10 team from all aspects, and I concur. I say that's kind of where we at between 7, 8, or 9. I don't think it's a misnomer to that. Now, the outliers is dropping 18th from last week. I thought it was ridiculous. But, hey, sometimes the media just, they just go with what they see, wins or losses, and just say it's Detroit. But I got a winner here for you. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Man, I'm so excited to partner with Prize Picks, our brand new sponsor here on Chat Sports. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They will match your deposit up to $100. And if you want to spice up your NFL Sunday, get started with Prize Picks. Right now, Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money, daily fantasy sports game. And if you're looking to have more fun on game day, look no further than Prize Picks. How does it work, you ask? Well, here's how it works. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if you'll get more or less than their prize projection, you can win up to 25 times your money any given entry. On Prize Picks, you aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projection available instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks who study this stuff 24/7. With Prize Picks, it takes less than 60 seconds to make your picks, so get started right away. Here's the Prize Picks that I picked. A three combo here. I got Jared Goff getting more than 259 yards passing. I think he can versus the Green Bay Packers. I got more with Jordan Love with only 222. And I got less for Desmond Ridder for 193. I just think that he's not going to eclipse that type of yardage. So get started with Prize Picks right now. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS for a deposit match up to $100. Why is it code CLNS? Because that's our ad agency partner. Use code CLNS. It's real easy. 4 letters to get a $100 match when you sign up. So download the app today, and the link will be in the description and comment section of this video. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. And when we look at these power rankings, say it doesn't really matter what the media thinks, who cares? No, in the end of the day, you're correct, right? It doesn't really matter. But at the same time, I like to see what other people think of the Detroit Lions that are not Lions fans, that are in the big media. Do they think that this team is full of talented players? Do they think that the Lions are a good football team? And generally speaking, if you put the median in between all of those power rankings, I think it's about right. Top 10 team. But what do you think about the Detroit Lions in the power rankings? Do you think that the Lions are a better team? Let me know your power rankings, 1 through 32. Where does the Detroit Lions rank? Let me know in the comments below. Let's continue on and talk about Isaiah Buggs. He was inactive for a couple weeks, but then last week, or on Sunday, he came back. The defensive line was playing much better, and he's been vocal. This is what he said here. He goes, I challenged the whole defensive line this week. Let's go be great, and let's put that S on display. Excuse my language. And we did. Everybody always was talking about how the offensive run game for the Atlanta Falcons is, how great they are running the ball. And I was like, hey, why don't they talk about us? Let's stop the run, Buggs said. Let's be great. Let's get it done, and let's get our blocks. Let's stay in our gaps, and let's shut it. We always had it in on us to be a dominant up front, and we got to do a better job to be consistent with week in and week out, Buggs explained. And every day we step in the building, man, we got to go to work. We got to go to work, man. Continue to be dominant. He continues on. Every time we step on the field as a defensive line unit, as the defensive unit, we feel like we can be the best on the field. I really go by the phrase, defense wins championships and offense sells tickets. We got a hell of an offense. We got a hell of a defense, man, Buggs continued. Each day we're putting it together, and hopefully at the end of all this, it'll be worth for us. If we keep going, we're going as a defensive unit, we will be good. And I concur with Isaiah Buggs there, and I absolutely love how he put it on his defensive line. Defense wins championships. Let's go out there and stop the run. These are the type of players we need to have on this defensive line. A veteran player that's willing to put himself out there and challenge his own teammates. That's what it's all about, folks, and I'm happy Isaiah Buggs is back. I know there were some issues there and taking times off and all of that, but we need him to be on this team. He's a good rotational defensive tackle. He brings leadership qualities. I like him, and I'm happy that he's good to go now with our Detroit Lions. Let's go ahead and get into the Lions schedule because I'm feeling pretty good. We look at the Detroit Lions schedule here, folks. After the game on Thursday, you got to go against 2-1 Packers. If the Lions can win this game, you're looking at the 0-3 Panthers at home. Lions will be favoring this game. At Buccaneers, they're 2-1. The Lions have a shot to beat them. At the Ravens, they just got beat up by the Indianapolis Colts. The Lions have a shot there. Home at the Raiders on Monday Night Football. Lions have a legit shot. Continue on here. The Chargers, who haven't done anything, 1-2. Lions have a legit shot. The Bears, 0-3. That's a bye week. They're a dumpster fire. Home with the Packers, 2-1. It's at our house. Saints will be difficult at New Orleans. That is a good football team, and I'm sure Derek Carr will be fine by then. And then home, or at Chicago for another away game, which is a bye week. Broncos 0-3. They're terrible as well. Vikings 0-3. They're terrible. Cowboys difficult. Vikings 0-3. So what am I trying to say here, folks? The Lions have a legit shot if they win on Thursday to win the NFC North. The combined win and loss of these teams that we face, it's lopsided for teams with more of a loss, right? We're going against teams that lose quite a bit, twice against Chicago. Okay, that seems bad. Twice against the Vikings. They're 0-3. The Denver Broncos are brutal. The Chargers are having issues. The Lions have a legit shot to win the NFC North if they win this game on Thursday. That's how big it is, folks. It's a massive game for our Detroit Lions. We need to see consistency in this team, specifically on defense. If they come out and they dominate the Packers like they did the Atlanta Falcons, there's a consistent basis there. Maybe that Seattle game was an anomaly. We just get beat by them. The Lions have a real good shot to win the NFC North if they win this game on Thursday. Now, look, it's not going to be easy. You're going to Lambeau Field, hostile crowd. I'm sure they're upset that we've beat them 3 times straight. But guess what? If you can go to Kansas City in a hostile crowd and win there on opening night, last game of the year when they're trying to make the playoffs and you can beat Aaron Rodgers, who's to say that the Lions can't go to Lambeau Field on Thursday with a much healthier team with Taylor Decker and David Montgomery, potentially Kirby Joseph? The Lions will have an opportunity to win that game. And then we have an opportunity to have a real nice record and win the division for the first time, the NFC North the first time, and host a playoff game. Whew. Big game. I just can't explain to you how much of a big game Thursday is. You can take a little bit of sigh of relief after that. If the Lions win, they get a little mini bye after Thursday. Focus on the Carolina Panthers. And I know the Lions are not going to take any more teams lightly after Seattle. So it's looking pretty good for the Detroit Lions this year. You know, I had them going 3-2 the first 5 games. If they win on Thursday, it very well could be 4-1 the first 5 games. Very well could be. But make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest Detroit Lions news and rumors. My breakdown video for Lions in Green Bay is tomorrow. With that said, folks, adios.